Good afternoon. Today I am going to be sharing all of my favorite teas. I have always been a tea drinker. No offense, but coffee is just disgusting in my opinion, and tea is absolutely my favorite drink. Tea is like liquid magic, I swear. So let's just get straight into it, starting off with the tea I'm drinking right now. Okay, this is the HARNEY and Sons Tower of London blend. I only started drinking this tea around Christmas time, but it has quickly become one of my favorites. This is a black tea with honey and sort of a bergamot fruity flavor. I love this. Oh my god, it smells delicious. My dad and I always order sachets. I think sachets are like the best way to drink tea because they're easy, like a tea bag, but they have better flavor than a tea bag. Now, HARNEY and Sons is actually my favorite tea brand, and that is because of their special, unique blends. You can find an Earl Grey or an English breakfast anywhere from any brand, and they'll all probably be comparable. But HARNEY and Sons creates these really unique blends, like the Tower of London one, that I think are definitely worth the slightly elevated price. And I do recommend ordering online because when you do, they send you like 3 sample teas to try, which is just like awesome. Who doesn't want free tea, right? Anyway, the Tower of London blend is delicious, and I don't think I can ever go without it at this point. Next up is my everyday tea, and that is the HARNEY and Sons Paris tea. Of course, inspired by the city itself, and I have to say, Paris tastes delicious. This is another black tea because black teas are my favorite, and it has these like, ooh, vanilla, citrus, and fruit flavors according to the tin, and that's definitely true. You can distinctly taste each of those components, but they blend together into this like perfect symphony in your mouth, not to be dramatic. This is my favorite tea, I think, of all time, ever. That's a bold statement, but it's true. I took a giant 50 sachet bag of this across the ocean to Scotland with me, and then about 2 months in had my boyfriend who was visiting bring me another 50 sachet bag of it because I go through this stuff like crazy. It is so good. I even have a miniature decaf loose leaf version of the Paris tea to drink at night when I don't want any caffeine in my system. Okay, we're moving on from HARNEY and Sons, I swear. Next up is Bigelow's, which you can find typically in most grocery stores. I have 2 favorite teas from them. The first is the French vanilla black tea. This is the decaffeinated version, and these are just typical tea bags. I love this because it tastes like a liquefied vanilla waffle cone. It's delicious and strong. My family goes through this stuff like crazy, so we actually order it in bulk. You can definitely taste the vanilla, so if you like vanilla, this is for you because it is such a treat. I can't even explain it. Next up is the salted caramel tea, or yummy caramel tea. This might be a seasonal fall flavor, but my family gets it online all year round. Look how cute the little bags are. I love this stuff. Again, it's very rich. It distinctly tastes like salted caramel. Just like the vanilla tea and the other Bigelow's flavored teas, they're very strong when it comes to the flavoring. They also have a salted caramel vanilla, or like a vanilla caramel one, that is really good too. Next up, we have our first non-black tea, And this is an oolong. This is a loose leaf tea. I buy this at the Spice and Tea Exchange, which is a locally owned store where I live, but I know they're a franchise, and you can also order a lot of their blends on their websites. Just in general, I like oolong teas, but I find if you go oolong, you should typically go for a loose leaf because to me it has a stronger flavor. Loose leaves tend to over tea bags. The specific one is a dark fermented oolong from Thailand, and it has notes of cocoa, cherry, and toasted hazelnut. So it definitely has a more like toasted light flavor to it. It's not that potent like punch in the face of flavor that the Bigelows have, but it's really, really delicious. Okay, we are on our last tea. This one is a bit more of a category than a specific tea. I grew up really liking standard English breakfast and Earl Grey teas, but as I got older, I discovered that I really prefer Lady Grey, which is similar to an Earl Grey, but I find it to be a little fruitier. So I have a few, because I can never just have one. Is the Lady Grey à la crème tea by the Spice and Tea Exchange again. This is a version of a traditional Lady Grey that has a bit of that creamy vanilla flavor to it. Oh my god, this smells amazing. So it has natural vanilla flavoring and creme flavoring in it with the traditional lemon and bergamot flavors. Now, I don't actually have the next Lady Grey that I want to talk about, but it's the Twinings one. This is an Earl Grey, a regular one, but again, I prefer a Lady Grey. So the Twinings Lady Grey you can find basically everywhere, again, probably in your local grocery store, and it is delicious. Twinings is pretty much my favorite everyday tea brand. If you want a really solid but well-priced black tea, like an English breakfast, Irish breakfast, or Earl Grey or Lady Grey, I would say just go for Twinings. The last one is a bit of a fancier tea, and this was actually a gift from my brother. This is the T2 French Earl Grey. This is a loose leaf, and he got this in New York. So this is like uber fruity Earl Grey. Oh my god. When you smell this, you basically smell like orange peel. It is so delicious. Again, it's a bit more fruity than your traditional Earl Grey, so if you are really into that, I would recommend this one. I swear to god, a leaf just like fell out of this box. So this one has hibiscus, sunflower, and rose petals in it. I think this is a little more expensive. I would have to check because again, it was a gift and not a personal purchase, but it's so good. All of these teas are so good, and I'm a tea addict. I just love teas so much. I also collect mugs. It's not a problem, I swear. You can never have too much tea or too many mugs. One of the best comforting snacks to have with tea are biscuits, and my favorite are digestives. This is an open pack, that's why it's in a plastic baggie, but I am a bit of a traditionalist. Maybe I'm just boring, and I like plain digestive biscuits. I just think these are so delicious. They have the perfect texture. They're a nice little treat to have with your tea, and I actually prefer them over like a Lotus biscuit. And yes, they're called digestives. No, they don't help with your digestion. I think they thought back in the day it did, but that's definitely not true. They're just wheat biscuits. That's it. That's all they are. Alright, that concludes my list of favorite teas. I'm sure this list will expand and grow and change over time, but I have to say there are a few staples I don't think will ever change again, like HARNEY and Sons teas. They're just so amazing. Anyway, I hope everyone has a nice rest of their day and go drink some tea, because basically it's the perfect way to start, end, and enjoy your day. Hot. Oh, that's hot. My mom's vacuuming again. Now, this video wouldn't be complete without mentioning my favorite biscuit to eat tea with. To eat tea with? To drink tea with.